thing to do that's not your normal taco. So this starts with pork shoulder, pork butt. If you find this cubed up, you can get boneless, bone in. I got what was on sale, which is this bone in, and this is also gonna make a ton of food. And then I'm just gonna cut it into kind of big chunks. Now I'm saving this like piece that's left that surrounds the bone, because if you know me, this is going in my Sunday sauce. Now for the flavors. So we are going to season well all the sides of this pork in with some salt, lots of pepper, then a little bit of chili powder, then lots of cumin. This and some citrus is what gives carnitas its, signature flavor. And then some oregano, also heavy on the oregano. Oh yeah, that smells so good. I'm gonna spread it on and then also kind of rub it in. All right, so once it's well seasoned, just pop it in the crock pot. To our pork, I'm just adding some onion, just some chopped onion, and lots of garlic as well. And then the secret ingredient. Orange juice. Orange juice. Fresh is the way to go. Oh my God, that's pretty. Oh my God, I need to make a cocktail with that juice. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. This one's gonna take a while, so this is the one you can put on before you go to work. To up the protein, even though this whole crock pot is full of protein, all it is protein in here, you can find tortillas that have extra protein or low carbs too, and then grill them up a little bit and they're good to go. You would have thought they were in the oven, but they weren't. The sugar from the orange juice kind of caramelizes on there. I mean, these are just literally melt. The pork's pretty rich, so things like pickled onions and lime juice are gonna cut through some of that richness in the most delightful way. I mean, I could probably eat 20 of these. Ridiculous. It's off the charts. It's so juicy and rich, but in the best way. That meat is so tender, and then when you put a little bit of brightness with the lime juice and the pickled onions, your Taco Tuesdays just got a lot better. That was so good. I have a feeling this one might be my favorite one of the day. This one is high protein crock pot buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Need I say more? This is like a two-step cooking process because we're going to cook the chicken until it's shreddable, and then we stir everything else in and let it finish. And then we know buffalo chicken and ranch, so I am adding in a packet of ranch seasoning. Then the buffalo sauce. It's a lot of buffalo. And then for my first added protein trick, I'm gonna use bone broth instead of chicken stock. This has 8 grams per serving, so this has 32 grams of protein just in this. And then that's it. This is going to cook on high for about 2.5 hours, just until the chicken is ready to be shredded. You could also do it on low for about 4 hours. All right, now it is time to add even more protein to our already protein-packed buffalo mac and cheese. First, I'm going to take out the chicken and chop it up a little bit. Whoa. I love that smell. This has been just over 2 hours. You can shred it if you want to. I'm just kind of cutting it into small pieces. I mean, you can cut this with a butter knife, really. Back in the crock pot. A lot of flavor that's gonna be absorbed into the pasta. Okay, speaking of the pasta, I'm using the protein pasta. Whole box, uncooked, going in. I'm gonna add a little cream cheese, but instead of just all cream cheese like you would in your buffalo chicken dip, I'm going to do some cottage cheese because it's packed with protein, we know. Trust the process, and trust me, I know you do. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with about 2/3 of the cheese, just cheddar cheese. And then we're gonna cover this back up, turn it on high for about a half hour or so until the liquid has absorbed into the pasta, and it will make the pasta tender. All right, so everything is cooked perfectly. I'm gonna add in some more cheese, let it tighten up. Now this one will firm up a little bit as it sits and cools slightly, but we're digging right in. I'm gonna top it with just some simple green onions. You could also add in some crumbled blue cheese if you like that with your buffalo chicken, just a thought. Oh my gosh, it smells good. I wouldn't be mad if you just wanted to drizzle with just like a tiny bit more sauce. Give me all the protein dinners that also include carbs. That's what I'm talking about. A plus 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 plus. The chicken cooked to perfection. The noodles are perfect. Sauce is super creamy. The cottage cheese just blended right in. You don't even see it. Crock pot buffalo chicken mac and cheese. You're gonna want to make this one. And for my next trick, easier than ordering takeout, I'm making beef bulgogi. This is gonna be the easiest one of the day. So I'm starting off with pre-sliced beef that you can get in the meat section. The recipe suggests marinating, so you could prep this the night before and then throw it in your crock pot in the morning. I have a feeling it's going to be just as delicious without that step. More garlic. One of my favorite shortcuts in the kitchen is buying pre-peeled garlic. So I'm just gonna smash and rough chop 2 or 3 cloves. So I'm gonna start with soy sauce and then sesame oil. So it's just soy sauce, sugar, and sesame oil. Just wanna make sure everything is well coated. Doesn't get much easier than that. I'm gonna go low and slow for about, I don't know, 4 to 6 hours, or until I tell you it's ready. After about 2 hours, our bulgogi is just kicking, and I'm gonna go in with some fresh green beans. I just bought some, pre-trimmed ones, giving them a little chop and throwing them right in, and then we'll go another couple hours. Oh, it smells so good. Now all we have to do is cook up a little rice. Our bulgogi and green beans. Oh, it smells so good. You can really smell that sesame in there. Just a little salt for those green beans. All right, and then finish it off with a little bit of green onion and sesame seed. This right here is the meal your whole family will love. Perfect bite. The meat is tender, and it still has a little bit of chew like the steak does, so it kind of reminds you, of a steak dinner. There's nothing not to like here. It's basically a 2-ingredient dinner, packed with flavor and protein. It's a win-win. This is slow cooker Belgian bouillon. Talk about protein, has both chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs, as well as beef stew meat. So this is classic to include both. I'm just gonna chop up a little celery and onion, and I'm just gonna start dumping. Also, it doesn't require any browning of the meat or anything beforehand. Okay, also a little bit of green bell pepper. Everything but the kitchen sink kind of meal. We know boneless, skinless chicken thighs, or just chicken thighs in general, are a good budget-friendly option. But also, when it comes to the slow cooker, cooking chicken thighs is really the way to go. You don't really run the risk of overcooking them. Did find a pretty pack of stew meat for this one, so it's already cut up. I'm just going straight in. So you want about half as much of the beef as you have the chicken. Okay, we're still adding stuff. Carrots, corn, and green beans. All right, because we have beef and chicken in here, we're also gonna use beef broth and chicken broth. Ah, the potatoes. Forgot the potatoes. All right, red potatoes. I know we talked about a lot of times when you do high protein, people do low carb, but give me all the carbs too. It's the heartiest pot of vegetable beef or chicken stew I've ever made. Final veggie to cut, a little bit of cabbage, kind of like short shreds. All right, now time to season it up and bring it together. Going in with a can of diced tomatoes, salt, a little oregano, basil, and celery salt. The biggest challenge of this meal is stirring it up, getting it all incorporated. I feel like I'm about to get in here with my hands. And then as it cooks, it's gonna shrink down a little bit, so you'll be able to stir it better in a little while. Let's go kill some time, because we got lots of it. Booyah. I couldn't not do it. Okay. A pot full of protein in the form of booyah. It does make you want to say booyah. Those potatoes have kind of broken down, and it's made this a creamy kind of stew situation.